this upcoming weekend, somebody needs to be aware about something that's about to pop off. I'm going to clarify that. A Taurus is involved. This could be you or one of these karmics. Spiritual court is now in session. All right, let's jump right into the tarot real quick to see what's this. Because, damn, that's like the first message that came out here. Right there with that Taurus. So, Spirit is on it right now. What's happening this upcoming weekend, Holy Spirit, that the collective needs to know right now? Look at that. They're trying to fight. They're trying to fight, or they're trying to bring some type of conflict into your life, some type of drama. All right, 5 people. So again, Taurus energy could be significant, but this is Wands. So, you know, we're looking at the signs. It could be a fire sign. We got a Leo here. You see that? Leo. All right, so a Leo could be significant. We got Cancer energy here. They're in contemplation, it says here. Contemplation. They could be like, this is usually like missing an opportunity, but contemplation. Let's see. Maybe they don't want to miss an opportunity. They're thinking about how they could bring conflict into your life. Give me more on this. What is this 4 of Cups? Yeah, because they want to hold on to something. See that? So they are in contemplation right now, trying to figure out how they could bring some type of drama into your life this upcoming weekend, because they're trying to hold on. You see how it says here, energy? They're trying to hold on to energy, but this is also about money. So you see that they are materialistic. So these people, they need your energy to be able to continue to manifest money that they have been manifesting. All right. That's why they're trying to come up with a plan now, because they was, yeah, look, bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. This is about money. They was able to do this in the past. You wasn't aware. We was all in that energy at one point. We were on a lower frequency. We didn't know about these things. But now that we know better, we are doing better. You know, we're moving better. We're moving accordingly. You know, we're 5 steps ahead of the game now. So they was not expecting this to ever happen. They thought they was going to be able to continue to do this with your energy. But now you're blocking them. You're holding your energy back. And they don't know how. They don't know how else to do this. So let me pull one more deck to see this 5 of Wands. Like, are they going to try to come visit you? You know, how are they going to try to bring... Wow, they're doing voodoo, but it's not working. Yeah, High Priestess. You could be, this High Priestess is coming on the upright. So you could be very intuitive. You could be a reader like myself. You could be someone that, even if you're not a reader, you are still very intuitive. You have a lot of wisdom. All right. And your intuition is on point regarding these people. They don't know how else to come at you. Right here, the Magician in the reverse is voodoo. They keep on trying to do voodoo. But look, lack of opportunity. See what I'm saying? They cannot. It's like the work. 8 of Pentacles is like putting work into something. In the reverse, this work that they're doing is not working. All right. So what's going to be their next plan of action since the voodoo is not working? Are they going to try to pop up on somebody? Like I told you on the last reading, this already happened with me last weekend. You know, this weekend that just passed. They sent me a message. It was a relative down the family tree, you know, like I be saying, deep into the family tree that I was not even expecting to be into this shit. And they are. And it's all because of money. All right. And these people, they're in a lower frequency. They're in a low vibration. They're not really thinking straight. You know, they're on that frequency where they're very animalistic. You know, like everything is to get money. So they're doing whatever they got to do, I guess, to survive. Even if it's try to, you know, throw you under the bus, try to get you caught up in some bullshit. All right, yeah, because you're the Queen of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles. You got some type of wealth here, or you are just abundant. Your energy is abundant, and that's what they need. So let's see what we got. This is coming up this weekend. Let's see what's the plan here. Yeah, look, you cannot make this up. Disrupt your energy. They're trying to throw you off balance. All right, with the King of Swords. Look, this is what I just said happened to me. Bribery. Dirty politics, manipulation. That's what this person was doing in my family to this other bitch in my family that I don't even know this particular one. Like, I just know her from, she's on social media. I haven't met her. And she's like, we always communicate with each other because she's, you know, she's part of my family. So she's like, oh, I want to meet you so bad. I'm like, no, I don't want to meet you. I told her I ain't messing with the family right now. I'm like, I ain't gonna be there if you meet up with anybody. I'm not gonna be there. But she's like, oh, but please, oh, I would love to meet you. Like, it was kind of weird, and my spidey senses started tingling, and I was like, something is up. So then that's when I asked Spirit. I'm like, wait, what's going on? And she was part of it. They bribed her. You see how we have here? They gave her money and they made her a promise. They told her she was gonna get, you know, to manifest her best life or whatever. And that's not how you do it. The way that I'm telling y'all to do it is the way that we have to manifest, all right? Because I'm telling you, that's what I'm doing too, and that's what's working. These people are making deals with the devil, okay, with dark entities. They're trying to sacrifice us to be able to get these material things that they want. So in order to do these things, they need to throw you off balance. They need to throw off the collective, and that's what they're trying to do. It's not working. So this is what I'm getting. The same thing is going to happen to you. They're going to send somebody in. They're going to try to send you a message telling you that they want to link up, that they're going to come to your town, that they want to visit, whatever. The same thing that happened with me. And listen, you tell them to go to hell. She kept on persisting. That's what got me a little bit, you know, like, what the fuck is up? You know, she kept on persisting. Like, I felt like I was talking to like a robot or talking to like a wall. I'm like, bitch, I just told you that everybody's on some bullshit. Everybody's on some snake type shit. And I don't want to fuck with nobody. And you're still insisting for me to link up with you? Like, you're not understanding? Like, you know, what's going on here? So since she wasn't understanding, I blocked the whole bloodline. I blocked her, and I blocked anybody else that was connected to her in the bloodline. I don't care about nobody anymore. Okay? I don't. I'm over everybody. And I said I'm only going to focus on creating my own family tree. That's what I'm planning to do. Creating my own family tree. That's what I'm doing. I don't care about... Because we're not supposed to care anymore. We're here to break these generational curses. You know? So it's like, okay, bye. You know, like, y'all couldn't do it. We're here to clean up the mess. We're breaking the generational curse. And I don't want nothing to do with y'all. I don't. And I feel like that's the whole thing with the collective. We're done with these toxic ass bloodlines. Okay, we're here to break the curses. So that's what they're doing here. They're gonna try to send somebody in. All right, bribery, dirty politics. They're paying people off. Somebody's gonna try to come in. Look, it could be an Empress. It could be a Libra. It could be a Taurus. It could be someone who's pregnant with that Empress energy. Yeah, Page of Wands. Look, Page of Wands. I'm telling you the same thing with me. Somebody's gonna try to travel. And I told her, don't bring your ass over here, bitch, because I'm not going to be here, ho. I'm not going to be here, okay? I'm not going to be here. Don't come over here. Don't travel over here. I ain't going to be here. That's the same thing. I feel like somebody's going to try to come see you. Look, we have here exploration, freedom, you know, traveling. And what I said yesterday, that they're going to still travel. They're going to insist to still come wherever you are, even though you don't want to see them. And they're going to get divine intervention. The ice cream trump is going to hit them. Something is going to happen where they're not going to be able to make it to you because they are insisting. They are being warned. When you told them no, that you don't want to deal with them, that was their warning. That was God's warning. Don't do nothing else. You already been warned. They already said no. Now you're going to keep on insisting? Okay, so now their ancestors is going to insist on your ass. That's what they're going to do. So that's somebody that's trying to travel towards you. Okay? So that's how they're going to try to throw you off balance. And they're going to end up getting thrown off balance themselves. Okay? Tell me more, Spirit. What does the collective need to know right now? Yeah, this person is a scam. It says here, severing karmic ties. This could be you or somebody that you involved with. All right. Somebody's cutting off these karmics in their life. 8 of Swords. Okay. Give me one more on this 8 of Swords. Because 8 of Swords could be somebody going to get locked up. Somebody could be in a mental prison. Somebody could be feeling trapped. Yeah, they want to trap somebody. They want you to be the living sacrifice. All right. They want, like I've been telling y'all, a sacrifice doesn't have to be unaliving somebody. It could be just what we're seeing here. Siphoning from your energy. They probably even offered you up to a coven. All right. They underestimated your strength, though. All right. I want to put that back. File the police report. All right. They could have given you up to a coven to siphon from your energy, and they all eating off of this. I said there was like 5 people here. A group, a coven, a family. They're all eating off of your energy. Yo, you cannot make this up. And it fell right there. A ritual party. Yes, they're all eating off of your energy. My goodness. All right, tell me more. So they wanted you to be the little sacrifice. That's not happening. That's what they're trying to do now again. They're trying to re-up on your energy. This time is going to be the last time for them to do this. They're not going to be able to do this ever again. All right. Somebody who has mob ties is involved. This could be you or one of these karmics. Tell me more. The rabbit could be significant. Somebody could be born in one of these years, or these years could be significant. It could be a building number as well. Take it how it resonates. Your relative is working with the group or with the coven. See what I'm saying? They're doing ritual parties. All right. Let's see. Somebody with a rosary tattoo is involved. This could be you or somebody else. You're going to sue everyone involved because there's more than bippity bopping going on here. With this scam, that's what I was getting. Like, they're scamming. They're doing some type of illegal activities. It says your intuition was always right, and what you said will happen is now happening. So look, I told you, with the high priestess energy, your intuition is on point. You could have even told them, listen, stop playing with me. Something's going to pop off. Don't, you better leave me alone. You warned somebody. Whatever you said, if you're doing readings, you said something in one of your readings and it's coming out. They're like, oh shit, it's happening. All right. Look, this relative of yours that's working with this group, this coven, they could be a Mason, or they're in some type of secret society organization. And we have an online streamer. This could be you or somebody involved in this. Tell me more, Spirit. So right now we see that they're going broke. You told them that this was going to happen, that they was not going to be able to siphon from you. It says here, doctors cannot help them. It's karma, okay? You could have told them that their health is going to be fucked up as well. I'm telling you, you could have been doing readings and telling them, listen, that karma going to hit. Everything that you're trying to send to me or to the collective is going right back to you. All right, somebody who has a cancer child is significant. These dates, June 22nd through July 23rd, makes this child a Cancer. And something about a birth certificate. So this could be something with the scamming that they was doing. Okay, let me put this over here. They could have made a fake birth certificate. Tell me more. And they do this to, you know, to get some type of money. It says you have been targeted since the womb. All right. Same with me, y'all. All right. They just keep on. And that has just made us stronger. It has made us it's like our protection is stronger and we're immune to the attacks. You know, we've been attacked since we've been in the womb. It says here, filed a police report. So somebody filed a police report. Let me clarify this birth certificate and see what's going on with that. Let's see what we could get with birth certificate. All right, Holy Spirit. Look, scammer couple. I'm telling you. Scammer. I'm telling you. Let's see if it comes out. Talk to me about, whoa. Birth certificate, Holy Spirit. Wow. Somebody, okay, so somebody who marries for money. I'm telling you, they do anything for money. And it says here, secret. This birth certificate, you see how this is like, it's like the key to something that they want. Something that was for money that they did here. Look, we have thug. So this is somebody that they could have been in prison before, because we have here these handcuffs. They could have just got out of prison, or they're going to prison. This is an officer here about to arrest somebody. So yeah, with birth certificate, they did this. We have here a coven of witches. If you like this particular deck, because this is a mix-up of a bunch of decks that I have, click the link in my bio. This is my deck. What's the scoop deck? Okay. All right, look, dust it off. You see, like, they're trying to do voodoo to not get caught. So they're doing scheming and scamming, and then they're going to this coven of witches and paying them, or they're the witches themselves, to like you know, what is that word? Cloak what they're doing, so that, you know, what they're doing doesn't come out. The scheming and the scamming that they're doing here. Give me one more with birth certificate. Side hustle. Oh my God. This is their side hustle. This is something that they do for money. Again, scheming and scamming. This is something that they do on the side when they want some type of money. What else? Okay, they could be, again, working with a community of scammers or this group coven or all of the above. They do both. They do bippity bopping and they do scheming and scamming. It's like it goes hand in hand. Yeah, because they're broke. All of them is broke. Oh my God. And look, this is what they do. You see how it says here, reborn, new beginnings? This is what they do to be able to have a new chapter, you know, to have a rebirth. They keep on doing this. They keep on siphoning from your energy to keep on having, you know, another chapter. I don't know why I keep saying chapter. Like, I don't know. That's how they yeah, look, I'm telling you, they look at it like that, like another chapter, a new beginning. All right, by doing this bippity bopping, this is what brings them, you know, this refreshing energy, rejuvenation energy is what I'm getting with this. This is how they do it. All right, so let's see. So they scam in all types of ways. That's what Spirit wants you to know, that there's definitely a bunch of scammers here doing this because they're broke. All right, so let's see. Your intuition was right. What did you say that is now happening with these people? Let's see. If you like this deck, this is Mold Me Tarot's deck. I'm going to be leaving the link on YouTube in the comments. Okay, Two of Pentacles in the reverse though. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse is being out of balance. So you told them that they was gonna be losing things. Again, their health was gonna be affected, their finances was gonna be affected, their freedom was gonna be affected. This is them out of balance right now. In the upright, you see how it says here balance, multiple priorities, juggling, adaptability. You see, like they was able to adapt. Now they're not able to adapt to what's coming. Okay, let's see what else. Well, we got 2 times. Fire, like fire could be significant, a fire sign. Wow, more fire. Okay, so yeah, you told them that. All right, the Page of Wands, you know, you told them that whatever they was doing to get this, again, this new beginning, to get these opportunities, this new chapter with the Page of Wands, you told them that it was not going to work out and that it was going to leave them out of balance. In every way, financially, spiritually, all of that. You cannot make this up. I just said financially. Look at it right here. Confirmation. They all gonna, yo, this is crazy. It has to be 5 people or more because we got 5 people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the back. So yeah, 5 or more. They're gonna, I don't wish this on nobody, but I feel like this is what Spirit is saying, that this is what they're gonna be doing. All right, they're gonna be out in the streets. It's gonna be, listen, I even made a card the other day. It was a download that I got. That is the download was a book. I don't know if anybody ever read that book by Sister Soldier, The Coldest Winter Ever. I love that book. When I was a teenager, I read that book. And I never forgot about that book. And for some reason, it popped up in my head the other day. And I was like, maybe there's a download that is going to be the coldest winter ever for these people. And this is confirmation that it is. That was a download. I didn't even know that this picture, because, you know, I'm still exploring this deck here. And I didn't even know that this was the 5 of Pentacles. This is crazy. This is exactly what I was getting. That is going to be a cold winter for these people. And this is definitely, this looks like New York to me. But, you know, it could be anywhere. It could be any city. But, yeah, they're going to be on this type of time. They're going to be going through poverty. The 5 of Pentacles is poverty. They're not going to be having opportunities for work. They're going to be getting fired. Some of them are going to be locked up. Some of them are going to pass away. And some of them are going to be homeless. Because look what they was doing to get by. They was doing a lot to get by. Stealing from people's energy. Sacrificing people. Stealing from children. You know, the energy from children as well. These energy vampires. Like, they do the most. All right. Attacking you since the womb. Attacking probably other children as well while they're in the womb. You know, like they're so thirsty for money that now God is going to have to humble these people. They're going to spend their golden years going through this struggle, through poverty-stricken karma is what I'm getting. All right. Let's see what else. What else, Holy Spirit? What does the collective need to receive from here? What do they need to know? All right. You warned these people. You told them this was going to happen. They didn't believe you. They was laughing at you. All right. No problem. Now it's popping off. There's something about a birthday party, an event, or a celebration. Something's going to happen at one of these things. Somebody could have invited you to one of these things. Let's see. Life partner. Somebody's baby mama or baby daddy. Somebody has a P in their name. Let's see, what's this one? The karmic and his fake friend set him up. The karmic could be somebody's life partner, like a baby mama, baby daddy, and they try to set you up. They invited you to a birthday party, an event, a celebration. Oh my goodness. Give me one more. Wow, I just saw the hospital card. Yeah. Spirit is saying these are agents of the devil. You cannot trust this karmic. Well, clearly, I think you know this already. They're a karmic. All right. But this is something that they could be trying to do. That could be this setup about trying to get you to go somewhere this weekend, this upcoming weekend. That's for somebody. Bottom of the deck, put your shit in storage. You could have done that already, or you need to do that. You could be moving out, or you moved out, and maybe you need to put yourself somewhere. Somebody needs to know that. Put your shit in storage. All right. Tell me more. Ready to take accountability. They know that they're the problem, not you. So if that's this karmic right here, that could be how she or he is going to try to set somebody up, telling them that they want to take accountability to come to this event, this party, you know, let bygones be bygones, that they don't want to have no problems. And yeah, I don't think so. That's a setup. Tell me more. Yeah, they're receiving bad karma, these people, for trying to set you up like this. All right, you could be light-skinned, or this karmic, somebody here is light-skinned. Yeah, and delusional. Light-skinned and delusional. They're sick. Yeah, more confirmation that somebody's sick right now because they wanted you to get sick. They wanted to affect your health. They was trying to do death spells on you. Again, the letter P keeps coming out. And yeah, these hidden enemies, I was going to say hidden enemies. Hidden enemies will be exposed. All right, right here. A fake ass friend try to set you up. This is a hidden enemy. You was not expecting that. For some of y'all, you didn't even know your life partner, baby mama, baby daddy, was on this type of time, trying to do something strange for a little piece of change. Now all these people are getting karma. What else? They're gonna be all chilling with each other. The karmic, the fake friend, all of them are gonna be just like how we saw in that picture, outside, experiencing the coldest winter ever. And if it's out here in Florida, the hottest winter ever. All right, yeah, acting single, okay? This karmic and this fake friend of yours, this karmic was acting single with this fake friend here. Tell me more. Yep, confirmation. Again, they're sick. This illness could be what I've been picking up on, that somebody got an STD, HIV, whatever. Somebody got an STD. All right, look, she could even be paying this fake friend, paying shit for this person. She could be his sugar mama. Oh my God. What else, Spirit? Yo, you cannot make this up. This person, she be like, that's my bro. That is not your friend, and that is not her friend either. He hitting that. All right, right there. They're low-key more than bros. She be like, oh, that's my bro. That's my cousin. No, you lying. Y'all getting freaky. Look. They could be calling you on three-way, trying to listen to you for some reason, somebody. So stay woke. This could be right here, this setup. Look, it was unsuccessful. All right, this friend of yours could be a swagger jacker. Like, they secretly want to be like you. They were secretly competing with you, wanting to be like you, a swagger jacker. And what they're trying to do here is going to be unsuccessful. They're not going to be able to set you up. If they already tried this weekend, like I'm telling you, same thing happened with me. If they try to get you out somewhere, try to invite you somewhere because they want to bippity bop you. They want to give you something to eat that has voodoo. They want to give you a cursed gift or item. They want something about wine. I've been seeing a lot of confirmations about wine, red wine, but it could be any type of wine. But I've been seeing a lot of confirmation about wine. So they could be trying to put something in the wine. They could be trying to, give you something to drink or to eat, or something that they want to put in your car, or leave it on your home, or leave it on your yard. Like they're trying to get access to you. Yeah, third eye chakra. Your intuition is too spot on and they can't. Right here, confirmation. They're a thief. They're a bum. And this could be physical. And look, scammer. Spiritual as well. It don't matter. It's the same thing. They are scammers in the spiritual. They are thieves in the spiritual. They steal from people. This is what they do. Like I said, it's both. But your third eye, again, your intuition is too spot on. They cannot get around your intuition. What else? So they're trying different ways to do this, and it's not going to work. Oh. Okay, is there anything else here? I guess not. Let me move on to the next deck. All right, Holy Spirit, what else? Spell work to make his ding-a-ling soft. Listen, this karmic is really an agent of the devil. She's acting single. She's fucking around with somebody's friend. And then she's over here wanting to make his ding-a-ling soft so that he doesn't get hard for nobody else. Like, come on, girl. Go do something else with your life. Go do something safe. Like, all this bippity-bopping that you doing and cheating and all this crazy shit. That's why you got an STD now, Karmisha. All right, so there's an Eastern Star in your family. So the Eastern Star, and we saw the Masons, all right? So there could be a couple. Both of them is in on this. Mason and the Eastern Star is a woman. The Eastern Stars is the women, and the Masons is the male. So somebody with grills in their teeth is involved. They made false CPS claims. Your family, they did this. They were trying to throw you off balance, all right, in different ways. That's another way. They keep you distracted, keep you stressed, going through the system, going through all that bullshit, all of that, you know. That's one way that they could do that, to throw you off. Look, and I said Karmisha, look, it kept coming out. Now we got double confirmation. Illness. Karmisha is sick, or somebody in this karmic group is sick. It could be an STD or some type of illness because they wanted this for you. And that's the storm, okay? Their health is being affected. Their finances is being affected. Everything is being affected. The storm is coming. What else? For some of y'all, it could be stormy right now. You know, right now over here, it's stormy here. So it could be, that could be significant for somebody. Thunderstorms, rain. And it's significant about that. It says their death was not natural. These people could have poisoned somebody, or they did voodoo on somebody for them to pass away so they could get some type of money. It was not a natural death. This could be somebody's grandparent, somebody's parent, an older person. Somebody that was not, they didn't pass away naturally. It was something that they did. Apartment building. Somebody lives in an apartment building, or there's something significant about an apartment building. Tell me more, Spirit. A lot is at stake. They're going to take a risk. Somebody that's going to try to do arson. It could be to an apartment building or some type of property to get some type of, what is it, insurance policy or something like that. They're going to take this risk. A lot is at stake, but they're going to get paid for this if they could get away with it, with this gaining profit. So that's somebody that's going to do that to an apartment building or some type of building. It could be a karmic Aries. They're going to pay somebody to do this. All right, let's see what else. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What else? We have a karmic Libra now coming out. Karmic Aries, karmic Libra. What else? Physical attack. I'm telling you, this is again this setup that they're trying to get you to come out to this party, this event, this celebration. Don't go to this event. This could be this upcoming weekend. This is like their last resort. Yeah, because you're highly ranked. They keep on trying to send these attacks towards you. It ain't working. So now they're like, okay, let's just try to set them up and get them beat up, unalive them or something, get them jumped, something to try to get rid of you. All right. It says here, no sexual discipline. This is the karmic. This is the karmic that's doing this. The one that's messing around with your friend and with the whole world. They don't have no sexual discipline. This could be another way that they're trying to get you caught up. They want you to fight or something like that so they can get you locked up. See? Wrongfully incarcerated. That's what they want to do. They want to get somebody caught up. They want to get somebody out the way. By any means necessary. Even if it's just getting you locked up and then you just rot in jail for the rest of your life. They would prefer that. They could just siphon from your energy while you're locked up the whole time. I'm telling you, this shit is crazy. This shit goes deep. Okay? NASCAR. Somebody could be, I'm going to clarify this because this came out earlier in the little mini message that I did. Somebody could be into NASCAR. Somebody could, maybe they like to race. They like to race their car, street racing. But NASCAR is significant. If it's not that they are working in NASCAR, all right? The karmic is trying to get you locked up. Look, you cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. That's what I just said. The karmic is trying to get you wrongfully incarcerated. They want you to get locked up to get you out the way. Clarify this NASCAR, Holy Spirit. All right, so this could be somebody, like I said, they are really into this NASCAR. Like, they have memorabilia and shit like that. Collectibles of NASCAR cars, or they're a street racer. The High Priestess, the Ace of Wands, the Five of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. These people are right now going through, again, this financial situation here, the struggle. They're about to hit poverty. See how we have here financial losses, worry, poverty, insecurity. They're stressed right now. They was not expecting for this to happen. You told them this was going to happen, though. Yeah, they're trapped in this energy of poverty right now. So, look, and endings. See that? So with this High Priestess, this is you. The Ace of Wands. They need your energy. See how it says here? Energy? They need the energy of the High Priestess or the High Priestess if this is you who's watching. Okay, give me one more on this NASCAR person. So they need your energy to get out of this poverty situation. For some of y'all, they're going to prison as well with that Eight of Swords. And they're trying to do like a destiny swap, energy swap with you to get out of these problems. Again, this is what they usually do, but they don't have access to your energy anymore. They're looking for options. They're looking for another option. Again, they don't have no more options. Okay? They're like, what else can I do? I already did this. I tried this. I tried that. I tried this. I tried that. And nothing working. Wow. All right? They're trying really hard to hold on to this financial money. This money, this situation that they had, this energy. They're trying really hard to hold on. You see how it says here, saving money, all right, conservation, control, frugality, scarcity. Right now, they're saving their coins. The little bit of money that they got, they're feeling the pressure right now, and they don't know what else to do, all right? So that's what Spirit wants you to know. And look, this is why they're in this energy, because you have boundaries. Continue to hold these people accountable. You know that they are toxic. You know that they did you wrong. Keep your sword up. Don't fuck with these people. Continue to block these people. Don't communicate with these people. This is the Queen of Swords. It don't matter if you're a king or a queen. Have your boundaries, because that's what's working. You pulling your energy back is working for these people not able to connect with you no more. All right? So let's move this out the way. Let's see. Tell me more. Somebody's going to go on the run. Wow. That's the card I was talking about, y'all. Confirmation. This is going to happen by the next full moon. Oh, my God. Where's the card again? Right here. Confirmation. Right here. That's going to be them. The next full moon. Right here. They're going to be experiencing poverty. Look, prison. Going broke. Debt. It's going to be a cold winter for them. Right here. That's the picture. That's the card. That's so crazy. All right. So yeah, that's what's going to happen to these people. By the next full moon, they're going to be going through that. All right. There's going to be people that's going to be dying. And look, they use unlawful means to have you falsely detained. That's what they was waiting to do here. Look what fell out. Arguing with the practitioner for a refund because the voodoo ain't working. They was trying to figure out how to get you locked up. Wrongfully locked up. They could have had connections in the, they probably know crooked police officers or something like that. And they was going to get you to come out somewhere. A fight or something was going to pop off. And they was going to get you locked up, even though it wasn't your fault. So now, somebody's on the run. Give me one with this on the run, Holy Spirit. Whoa. Somebody that put your name, your picture, whatever they did, a personal item of yours, they put it in a domination jar. They're going to be on the run. A mother-daughter duo was working together to do this. This could be on the run, like if they have problems with the law, or this could be something about them trying to run from karma. Let me see what fell on the floor. We have here a background check at work. So somebody that got a background check at work, they're going to find out that they have like maybe like a criminal record or something like that, and they're going to get fired, and then something's going to lead to them trying to run from the law. It says here, probate. Wow, this is why they're going to run. Probation violation. Back to prison they go. So somebody that was with their mom trying to ruin somebody's life. Okay. This person is going to be running from the police. Running from, yeah, they're going to have to go back to prison. They could be on probation right now. All right. We have here a babysitter is significant. Let's see what else. Yeah, say you are immune to these attacks. All right, so a babysitter is involved in this, or someone that at one time they was taking care of your child. All right, somebody with a Tahoe truck is involved in this. Look, don't go. You cannot make this up. I just said don't go to this event because they're trying to set you up. They're trying to look for a way to get you locked up, to get you wrongfully incarcerated. Don't go to this event. Wow, double confirmation. Again, there's a Mason in your family. They're part of this secret society organization. All right, or they're trying to get into it, and they're trying to get initiated by sacrificing you or doing something. All right, look, we have here somebody that married into your family, and then we have here our narcissistic mother. So we saw the mother-daughter duo. It could be them right there. All right, they are narcissists. This could be your mom, taking how it resonates, somebody's mom, and somebody that is married into your family is part of all of this shit, all these scheming and scamming. Yeah, look, they're due for a sacrifice, but you're immune to the attacks. It's not working. They're mad. They're like, how dare she or he raise their vibration and heal? We need them. We need to keep on giving them up to this coven, to this group. We need to siphon from their energy. They're like, how dare they heal? They're due for a sacrifice. That's why, again, a sacrifice could be many different things. Like I said, a living sacrifice could be just that, getting you locked up. And then you locked up, you're stressed, you're pressed. They're siphoning from your energy while you're in there, you know, trying to figure out how to get out, trying to figure out how to prove that you are innocent. You know, you're not focusing on your spirituality. You're not focusing on nothing that you're supposed to be focused on. You're trying to survive. And that's what they want to do. They want to put you back into survival mode by doing these things to you. Anything that they could do to siphon from your energy is what they're trying to do. Protect your energy, stay away from these karmics, and that's all you need to do. All right? I am going to pull some names, and then I'm going to close this out. See, so just don't go to these events. All right, Holy Spirit, who is involved? Whoa, wait, hold on now. If you see your name here, this is giving you confirmation that there's a message here for you. If you see a karmic's name, this is your confirmation that they are involved. Look, all of them came out like that. All right, so we have here, we got two. All right, so let's leave it with two. With 2 and 2. All right, the first one. Lefty, Isaac, Quentin, Quincy, Samantha, Brittany, Nevaeh, Henry, Daniel, Enrique, Richard, Jerome, Aubrey, Nicolette, Nico, Gretel, Riley, Raul, Garrett, and Bradley. Josiah, Marshall, Thomas, Naomi, Matthew, Evans, Chelsea, Marco, Scott, Capone, Ricardo, Brian, Lisa, Tiller, Victor, Swanson, O'Brien, Randall, Gordon, Marcelo, Morales, Rachel, Valdez, Karina, Claire, Da Silva, Marina, Jane, Valeria, Mateo, Raquel, Devin, Juan, and Samira. Rosie, Lex, Mabel, Ali, Martin, Kinsey, Kira, Ray, Copeland, Alexa, Faison, Mac, Mackie, Garza, Helen, Chastity, Jenna, Matthews, Roxanne, Yvonne, Sapphire, Susie, Genesis, Cindy, and I don't know if I said Alexa, right? Alexa. All right, Ebony, Allie, I sent, Betty, Myra, Tierra, Peggy, Shakira, Nene, Selena, Wayne. Oh, I was going to say Wayne, but Wayne could be significant. Lane, Gloria, Monroe, Betty, Jason, Mona, Janelle, Gilbert, Thomas, Gilbert, Thomas, Neek, Malloy, and Valentin. All right. All right, y'all. So that's what I got here. I hope I was able to bring clarity and confirmation to whoever needed to receive this message. Spiritual Court is now adjourned. Peace.